Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Halfway through the week already. August 7th already. I was just thinking about, the significance of the passage of time. Have you ever just stopped and thought
I've actually
about the significance of the passage of time?
I've actually been burdened by it.
You have?
I have. I've been burdened by it.
Oh, well, let me tell you about what can be then. Unburdened by what has been.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it relates to the significance of the passage of time. So I'll Venn diagram it here for you in a minute.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You need the whiteboard over
Thank
there?
you.
Or
I might.
get an
later
easel
on,
set up for you?
Yeah.
All right.
But at the start here, we wanted to share some good news. There was actually good news. Congresswoman Cori Bush in Missouri lost her primary.
Yeah. She got her butt kicked.
Part of the squad, and she got crushed. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that's fantastic.
individuals warning. Oh, look at there. There's the update on the squad. We got 2 down, 4 to go.
Wow.
And but we're being warned that that the guy Wesley Bell, who defeated her,
Probably just as bad, if not worse.
yeah, of
I'm
course.
sure.
Of course.
I'm sure we're dealing with Democrats here, and that's who they are, and that's what they do. Just incredible, this latest pick. Is it not? This Tim Walz thing. It baffles me. And on the other hand, it
pick.
doesn't.
I know.
They've shown how progressive and how radical and extreme they are, and that they're also anti-Semitic.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
I think that was the chief reasoning for no Josh Shapiro.
There's no other reason not to pick Josh Shapiro.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
He might actually even deliver Pennsylvania for you, which you got to have if you're running for president.
And I don't know what the age gap is between Shapiro and Walz, but Walz looks a lot older than 60. I know they try to push him off as this Midwestern dad guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I buy
51 for Josh Shapiro.
that. Okay. So, I mean, that was
And 60 for Walz.
right.
Yeah.
But,
Looks like 70.
Yeah.
he was a coach. I don't know if you're aware of that. He was actually a coach.
Really?
Yeah. And a governor.
Wow.
Coach and a governor.
Congressman?
Yeah, he was the
Congressman.
He was the what you call it?
Veteran.
I don't know. The and every school's got them. These allies for gay students, trans students. He was that at the high school.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's
Mankato.
great.
So let's just get to know Tim Walz. Get to know all about this vice presidential candidate for the Democrat Party. He's been lauded by Democrats as a champion for blue-collar America, a whip-smart social studies teacher
Whip smart.
in Mankato, Minnesota, dutiful member of Congress who voted faithfully on moderate. Don't forget he's a moderate.
Oh, my gosh.
Moderate legislation.
So not true. So not true.
As governor, he's been a radical tyrant.
Yeah.
On immigration, crime, education, he's radical on all of those things. He's left of Bernie Sanders.
So he's like a moderate communist.
Yeah, well,
There you go.
yes.
That's good.
If not like just a normal communist.
Yeah, they're going to make a great pair there, Harris and
They
Walz.
really are.
Because, he allowed individuals to set fire to Minneapolis and let it burn, and she helped raise money to bail those individuals out.
Yeah, he's going to be great on the border, too, because his thing in Minnesota was refugees strengthen our communities. Okay, good. The inn is not full in Minnesota. Okay, good. So under his watch, Minnesota's essentially become a war zone.
Yeah.
Really. It was once one of the safest, least crime-ridden states in the country. Now, violent homicides in Minnesota are up 71%.
Huh.
Carjackings in Minneapolis are up 548%. But come on. Carjackings. They're not up 1,000%.
No, they are not.
Just 548%? Spare me your fake outrage, please, Minnesotans. And a 71% increase in violent homicides. What do you want? 0? What do you, none?
I mean, that would go away with gun control.
Well, it would. And he should bring that about as well. And please don't, start with your, this is the jihad capital of America nonsense. That it's essentially Al-Qaeda West. I don't want to hear that rhetoric. Okay? Racist, crazy xenophobes, you.
Screw your freedom.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
Right. We might remember the whole George Floyd thing was given birth in Minnesota.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So, but don't worry about it. He's great. We're going to continue to get to know him. We want to know all about
That's good.
Him. Yeah. So wonderful.
Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me.
There's a bunch of controversies with him, too. There's a stolen valor thing.
Yeah. Hate people.
Yeah, we have
right.
Hate people.
We have a
do that.
news report
Wow.
on that. I don't know that we'll get to it during the regular show today, but it's kind of lengthy. But yeah, it explains it perfectly.
So coupled with Kamala Harris, they have to be the most radical pair ever assembled
For sure.
on a presidential ticket. And it also, again, it exemplifies what racists and anti-Semites, the Democrats are. There was no good reason to pick Tim Walz over Josh Shapiro. None. The only reason they did this was because Josh Shapiro is Jewish.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, even Van Jones
Period.
said as much.
Yeah.
What was it? He said she listened to the darker aspects of the Democrat Party, something to that effect.
Yeah. The pro-Palestinian wing or something. Yeah.
I've never liked Van Jones. He's a radical communist himself, but at least he's occasionally honest.
Yes, he is.
And he's been pretty honest lately about what's going on. It was beautiful to see him weep over Joe Biden, too, after he wanted him to leave so badly. But then when he did, he wept.
Sad.
He broke down and cried like a 3-year-old girl. It was a precious moment, I think, for all of us. So that was fun. Yesterday, Kamala, of course, made this revelation, and we're just all so excited about it. I'm tingling. I don't know about you, but when I hear just the name Tim Walz, I get this thrill up and down my leg.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I really do.
Wow.
Yeah. Which
So,
page you got over there?
It all started with this wonderful fake call.
Fake?
fake.
What? Whoa.
I mean, this organic.
How dare you?
This organic phone call
Yeah, so-
between Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Some rando camera operator showed up at Tim
both
Walz's house.
locations.
Yeah, and he said, "Hey, can I just record you? Can you just sit on your porch real quick?" And
Tim, your phone's ringing.
Yeah.
Let me just start recording this for posterity's sake, because who knows who it is. You know what I mean?
I think my favorite.
You never know.
My favorite was this is just a generic phone call, 8th try. Just do it again.
That's
do
funny.
It again.
Go.
Do it again.
Yes.
All right, so here is that organic, just natural phone call that just happened.
Oh, good. So stupid.
Hi, this is Tim.
Interesting.
It's Kamala Harris. Good morning, Governor.
Good morning, Madam Vice President.
Listen, I want you to do this with me. Let's do this together. Would you be my running mate and let's get this thing on the road?
I would be honored, Madam Vice President.
The joy that you're bringing back to the country, the
Joy.
enthusiasm that's out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
it'll be a privilege to take this with
I like
you
the
across
clock.
the country.
Well, let me tell you, I have just the utmost respect for you. Of
course
I
you
have
do.
really enjoyed our work together.
She's reading
You
it off her phone.
understand our country. You have dedicated yourself to our country. And
No, she's
so
looking at
many
him.
different
Pause it.
Oh.
She's just doing FaceTime is all.
Oh.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
okay.
What do you mean she's reading that off her phone?
How
no.
dare you, Fisher?
Sorry.
No. How
Sorry.
dare you?
It just looks that way.
Did you
then. I'm
forget for
sorry.
a minute this was organic?
I did.
I don't know how you could.
did.
It's so natural and spontaneous feeling, isn't it?
And good catch by Jeffy on that clock back there. Sure is nice. It's like
Yeah, it's a nice
narrow,
clock.
sits
Yeah.
in the corner. But if you had to choose the clock at Tim's house or the telescope behind Kamala there, which
I'm going the clock.
You're going clock
Yeah, I
over
like going
telescope?
the clock.
Okay. Very good.
All
Very
right. Go ahead.
this. We're going to win. And
No.
we're going to unify our country
Please,
and
no.
remind everyone that we are fighting for the future for everyone.
Oh,
so
are
let's
you?
get out there and get this done, okay?
Let's
For
do it.
everyone,
You work
except
in
the
front of us
Jews.
win this thing.
That's right. All right, buddy. I'll see you soon.
All right,
Take
buddy.
care. Thank you. Okay.
She's so natural.
They both are. Man, I'm glad they just camera people happen to be in both locations for that.
We
that's
get
culture
that it's not generic, just off the cuff, but it's so bad.
So bad.
Yeah. And did she say in that? I think she said it's been great working with you already,
Yes,
or
all
something
this
like
long,
that. Okay, she just met him at a recent event for the first time, at a Planned Parenthood event, of course. So yeah, you guys have been out there just working hand in hand, just
Incredible.
such a natural pair, those two.
So they met at a Planned Parenthood event?
Yeah.
Isn't that perfect? That's perfect.
I was going to say, where else would you
perfect.
meet your running mate?
Yeah.
For the
Then
Democrat Party?
that's
yeah,
true, yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, so that was the first time that any president or vice president had been to an abortion clinic, right?
Yeah.
Or Planned Parenthood, right?
Yeah.
And that was in Minnesota. That's right.
Well, that's perfect for this bear.
Yes, it is.
Because he's an extremist on abortion, too. There have been 5 born alives. So babies that lived, that survived an abortion attempt, and they just let him die. On his watch in Minnesota, when a baby survives an abortion attempt, why wouldn't you save it? Why wouldn't you save that baby? Why wouldn't you render care and do everything you can? Because the hard part's already done. If you didn't want to carry the baby to term, well, you just did. So why not save the baby, give it up for adoption if you don't want it? There are millions and millions of people who would kill to have a baby, or not kill, more likely.
Thank you.
Boy, Minnesota.
Save them and then put the baby up for adoption.
You talk about a state that has just been transformed.
Yeah.
With Governor Tim Walz. You've got Keith Ellison as Attorney General. That's the home of Ilhan Omar.
Right.
I mean, that if any American state kind of signals what's happened to our country in recent years, it's Minnesota.
Maybe even more so than California or New York.
Sure.
I mean, things are bad in Minnesota, really bad. And part of the reason is it's Africa East or West. It's Africa West. And I don't mean that it's just the people. It is the radical jihad people from Africa that have settled there. The Somalis and people from Yemen. And it's really taken root in Minnesota. And they have a mindset there that, they protect. I mean, look at Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
She makes no bones about the fact that she's pro-Somalia over the United States.
She's had their leaders there.
Yeah.
To the point where Minnesota got themselves a new flag that looks like it was stitched right in Somalia.
Yeah. God, jeez. Sending an open signal. All right, just send us your entire population and put them here. Because then they'll be able to transform this country from the inside. That'll be terrific.
And he's the dingleberry, too, that talked about, if they have a 30-foot wall, I'm just going to sell 30-foot ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played that.
Yeah.
Just the other day.
So if this pair is elected, you can forget about immigration going away because it's going to get so much worse. I mean, can you imagine? It's bad enough now. Then you have a president and vice president who just don't care. In fact, they do care. They care about allowing people to cross that border illegally.
Yeah. I mean, he gave them illegals driver's license in Minnesota just last year. That's now a thing there.
Oh, my gosh. These people should be so easy to defeat.
Right. You would think so.
Trump should be up by 30 right now. But he's not. He's not. So I hope they get their heads together and figure out the right path here. Because this should be an absolute destruction along the lines of Ronald Reagan beating Walter Mondale.
Just stick to the points.
Yeah.
That America, just stick to it.
Yeah, let's not get distracted on the race thing.
Right.
Let's talk about immigration and the economy.
Yep.
Period.
Crime, immigration, economy. Yep.
Those three are winning issues.
Don't get off the issue with Kemp in Georgia. Don't get off the race stuff. Stop it.
Yeah. Yep. All right. In these crazy times, there is peace of mind and security. Security for our country, security for our leaders, and security for our families. But think about this. You're not financially secure if all your eggs are in one basket. Gold and silver are an excellent way to diversify your savings. They're a hedge against inflation. They're a physical asset that's in high demand globally, from the wealthy to central banks. And through my friends at Birch Gold Group, you can own physical gold and silver in tax-sheltered retirement accounts right now. You can convert an existing IRA or a 401k into an IRA or 401k in gold for no money out of pocket. Do this. It's one thing you can do to secure your family, your savings. Text PAT to 989898 and you'll get a free no obligation info kit. You can learn all about the precious metals and your overall savings strategy. Text PAT to 989898. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They have thousands of happy customers. You can trust Birch Gold. I certainly do. And you can too. Text PAT to 989898.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, so it was Tuesday yesterday, and we were breathlessly anticipating the big rally that they were going to do in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And we figured that was where they were going to announce that Josh Shapiro was her running mate. Didn't happen, but the rally still did. Chris has a bunch of clips that you're going to walk us through here.
I do, because I think Josh Shapiro thought he was going to be the vice president for real.
I think so too,
next two clips, Jeffy, you can help me out here. But my theory is he did not know he was not going to be the vice president until that stupid phone call. So he's very fired up. And the first one is his take on J.D. Vance.
Okay.
J.D. Vance, he's not exactly off to a good start. I think we can all agree on it. But I think part of the reason why he's not off to a good start is this, and it's serious. He doesn't know who he is. And he's not being honest with himself, so he can't be honest with the American people. He can't.
Are they saying he's a weirdo?
Now,
they just keep.
That was Tim Walz. He got rewarded for coming up with that crazy line.
So, if I hear you right, and I think I do,
He thinks he does.
you're chanting, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, didn't his people also release a campaign ad on social that made it appear like he was the vice presidential pick?
No, it was the mayor that released a campaign video thinking, and it made it look like he was going to be the vice president pick.
Yeah, okay.
But then this is a part where I think that he got so upset that he was not the vice president pick, because his voice starts to crack. It starts to sound like a little boy going through puberty. So go for it.
Are you ready to build an America where no matter what you look like, where you come from, who you love or who you pray to, that this will be a place for you?
If we could only imagine a place like that.
If we could.
To look the next president of the United States in the eye and say, hello, Madam President.
Wow, that's not flattering.
Man, these people are crazed.
They are.
Just when we had
lunatics.
praised him on July 13th for being calm and measured, great response after the assassination attempt on Donald Trump and the death of a Pennsylvanian, and now we get this guy. So I'm sure Pennsylvanians are listening going, yeah, we know that guy.
That's our guy.
We didn't.
Wow. So Kamala and Tim Walz walk on stage.
Aww. This is just... I want this nightmare over.
Wow.
Fakey, phony, liars. Right? Oh, God, just excruciating to watch this.
And he's literally out there. Every time I see him doing something like this, I'm going to think, you're just there because you're not Jewish. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that was his qualifier.
I know.
That was his primary qualifier. Is that the
He's
guy,
not a Jew.
the guy that was expected to get the nod? Oh, I'm sorry, we have too much hate for Jews in our party, so we have to go with this guy. That's a state of your party, Democrats. Congrats.
Then we have Kamala. Is this a big greeting?
This is how she starts the rally.
Oh, because they also.
Oh yeah.
when the husband and wives came out, and I don't know if we have this.
You would get to it.
Oh, we do.
Handshake stuff.
Oh yeah, we have that. Yeah. That's at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to just be patient. We
you
got
just
a
gotta be
lot.
patient.
Calm down,
Okay.
Jeffy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Simmering
Back
on the
off.
stove.
Here's
Back off.
Kamala Harris introducing the evening.
Good evening.
Don't laugh.
Good evening.
Right. Don't laugh. Don't cackle.
You just whispered
Good
that
evening,
in her ear.
everyone. Good evening.
We got
4.
Good evening.
5.
What are you doing?
5 good evenings.
Almost 20 seconds of
Yeah.
good evenings.
It's like you know how Pat talks about the pukey radio DJ. Good
morning this morning in the morning time. It's Mark in the morning this morning.
Good evening.
Welcome to it this morning. This morning's weather. It's going to be a beautiful morning this morning in the morning
What's
time.
that DJ's name? What's
What
that
a
DJ's
beautiful, beautiful. What?
What's
I'm
your DJ's name over there?
I'm sorry, Mark. Mark in the morning.
Okay, Mark in the morning. I have some bad news. We're moving you to PM Drive. You're now the evening guy. So now you're going to
Good evening this evening, everybody. What a beautiful evening it is in the evening time.
It's Mark in the evening.
I mean, that's Kamala right there. Holy crap.
It's Eric in the evening. It's Eric in the evening. It's got to be alliteration, Jeffy. It's Eric in the evening.
I know, but you sound like Mark.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
He's right, though.
I'm not.
It's very similar. Eric in the evening, Kamala.
Wow.
Boy, hey.
Okay, that's not weird. You talk about weird. There is nobody weirder in public life than Kamala Harris.
No kidding.
I think Johnny Ringo, the pathead who said, here's our theory, that probably a focus group said, what's the first word that comes to your mind with Kamala?
Weird.
Weird.
And
so
they applied to J.D. Vance.
Yep.
Look at Tim.
Yep.
Like, he's so weird in the back. Like, for real.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is.
Everyone.
Okay.
Oh, my
Good evening.
So
See, that's
weird.
what she's using to keep her laugh from
Yes.
coming.
Yes.
She's like, all right, every time
That's
you want to
where-
laugh, say good evening.
It's where she would normally be cackling, and it doesn't work any better. I got news for her. This is not better. Okay?
I don't know.
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not better. So she also claims we're not going back, I guess, back to the Trump days. Here she is.
We're
not going back.
We're not going back to cheap gas and groceries we can afford.
All right.
Interest
Better
rates.
wages.
We're not going back to
Somebody who cares about the border, don't go back to that. Lower taxes, don't go back. Don't go back to that. Lock him up.
Oh, lock him up?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
lock
trying.
him up.
The next one. That's the next one.
Here we go. See there? Yeah, we don't want to go back to those gas prices. That's the last 4 presidents there.
Yeah.
Look at Bush. Look at Obama. Look at Trump.
Huh.
And then look at Biden. But we don't want to go back to that.
Don't go back to that. Wow. This is incredible. You wouldn't believe it unless you actually
That's for sure.
witnessed it.
That's
But
for
then
sure.
they'll tell you that you're not seeing that.
I know.
Yeah, we're not here.
I
We're
know.
not here.
I'm not
That's
here.
exactly what it is. Standing right in front of your face. I am not here. Yes, I'm looking right at
there.
you. I could reach over there and touch you. No, you
I can
can't
touch
because
you.
I am not here. No, I'm touching you, literally touching you right now.
Nope.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I am not here. Okay.
A lot of touching going on. Jeffy's suddenly
all right.
interested in the
Yeah, now he's
Democrat
into
ticket.
it. Now he's into it.
So?
So? All right. So what else do we have?
The crowd just starts saying to lock up Trump.
Okay.
And she just sits there and
Loves it.
Well, I thought we were supposed to do that.
So, but let me just say. Let me say.
Hold on.
You know, I don't like the chant period. I don't care who's doing it. I don't like the audience chant. It's, I don't know, Soviet-ish.
It sure is.
You know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds like this could be the
Lock him up.
like this could be the theme for it. I don't dig it. And again, they're not even in the Olympics, the Russians. 15 of them are. 15. So, you miss them? You miss the Russians yet?
I do.
With people like this trying for office, who needs Russians? We've got our own Russians.
Yeah, we do.
Right here. Trying to take us back. We are going back. We're going back to Soviet times in America if these people are elected. Then we've got this was the handshaking thing that Jeffy was talking about.
Wants to talk about. Yes.
All right.
For it.
Let's get a handshake, hubby, and then I'll give you a hug.
And the look on her face is like, you morons.
It's just weird.
You're going to shake my hand?
It's just weird.
Just weird. It is weird.
It's just weird.
Yep. And Tim had a message for those of us on the right, apparently.
Some of us in here are old enough to remember. I see you down there. I see those old white guys. Some of us are old enough to remember.
Old white guys. What's wrong with us?
When it was Republicans who were talking about freedom. It turns out now
douche.
what they meant was the government should be free to invade your doctor's office.
Oh, come on.
That's good stuff there, huh?
In Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and their personal choices that they make.
Do you?
Do you?
Wait, pause it. So, for instance, it's between me and my neighbor. If I want to just kill my neighbor, that's between us, right? That's between us.
That's it.
I want the government out of that decision. I just made a decision. I'm going to walk over and murder Jeffy.
Hey, whoa.
Has he breathed a little longer on this planet than a fetus, for instance? Yes.
Yeah, he just needs to
But what's the cutoff for that? Just let me know what the cutoff is, because they don't seem to understand the distinction that that's life, okay? Yeah. We still believe in freedom. And we believe in the baby's freedom, too, to live. Nobody else is watching out for the rights of that unborn child. Somebody has to, don't they? If it saves one life, is their battle cry on every other issue.
Yep.
If it saves one life, isn't it worth it? Here's a person who's had 5 born alives from failed abortions that they set aside and allowed to just lay there and die. They didn't render any help to a helpless child now, to a born baby now, and they just allow them to die. And then they're going to lecture us on freedom? Okay. These are despicable, evil people.
Yeah, so there you go. He's mind your business, right? That's what he's saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of... That's
mind your own business.
That's tasty compared to a little relic from, I don't know how long ago this was. Well, 2020, it's ancient history, right?
How old were you in 2020?
Yeah, right. So
Jeffy, were you on your grandfather's knee in 2020?
Mr. Mind Your Business set up a snitch line.
Oh, good.
During COVID.
Okay.
Hello, you have reached the Department of Public Safety stay-at-home hotline. The information you leave is considered public information. At the tone, please leave the following information: your name, your callback number, how the stay-at-home order is being violated, and where the stay-at-home order was violated.
Oh, my gosh.
There you
Speaking
go.
of the Soviet Union.
There you go.
Wow.
So, just mind your own business there in Minnesota.
Oh, my God. Well, yours and your neighbors.
Yeah.
Because they're not staying at home. Is that what that was?
Yes.
I think my neighbors just left their house.
Yes, that's exactly what that was.
I think my neighbors just left. 1703 Main Street, USA.
Yeah, and if they weren't wearing a mask or their vaccines weren't updated, we're going to send somebody over for that as well. But mind your own business in Minnesota. Okay.
They went in the general direction of the movie theater.
Oh,
I
no,
think they
what?
might be out to see a movie right now.
Wait,
Please.
what?
Family got in their car without masks on.
Arrest these dangerous felons, please. Please, by all that is holy, I'm so afraid right now. Authorities, please descend on them. Send a SWAT team right now. They're pulling out of their driveway. Please stop them! Stop them! Okay, that could be your vice president of the United States of America.
Good
One
stuff.
heartbeat away from president of the United States of America. And before yesterday, nobody knew. 73% of America didn't even know he existed.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. Got a few tweets here to share. Dallas Screamer, 94. If Harris gets elected, I truly believe it'll be the end times.
Huh. That's on you. That's on you.
Sure wish I could say that's crazy, but...
Oh, so you're not going to say that's crazy?
I'm not going to say that, no.
Wow.
He says, if not for the world, he or she, definitely for the nation. Look at the evil going on in the world. As we've been saying, this time it feels different.
It does.
Carol remarks, don't forget the Democrats' new voting base. Tim Walz giving all the illegals driver's licenses.
Yeah, we mentioned that. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great.
From Oliver...
Really
he is great. Yeah,
that's
thinking. The word. Oliver Klosoff tweets, is it me or does Tim Walz look like the skipper from Gilligan's Island?
A little bit. He does, yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Not as lovable, though, I'll tell you. The skipper, I like the skipper.
Don't do it. Don't you dare do it.
From Tiger Shark 08, where is Joe Biden?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
Who's that?
It's a good question. And I mean, we've got
Biden.
The world is on fire. The world is on fire. We have not heard from our president. We haven't.
I know.
Kamala has not mentioned anything about the war. I mean, it's incredible.
Imagine how pissed he is too. I bet he's saying things like,
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's. Can we quote you on that, Mr. President? Okay, anyway. I don't know how accurate this is, but I did see a report that says that Biden is apparently having regrets about succumbing to internal pressure.
I bet
he is. Oh, he's pissed. Yeah.
With all the focus off of him, he and Jill
are man,
seething.
She definitely is.
Yep.
Oh, she definitely is.
Well, they both are. In his cognizant moments, which are fleeting, more fleeting than you could possibly imagine, I think. But he's pissed during those times.
Oh, man.
You stole the office to begin with. Be happy at 4 years.
All right. Let's get to chewing the fat with Jeffy.
All right, awesome.
Do we have a?
Yeah, we got an open from
Kick It.
Fury and Energy.
All right. Nice little jazz. I like it.
Yeah.
He's got moo-moos and looking spoons. He's also orbited by 18 moons.
Is that right?
When he's on the mic, it's no longer a safe space. Maybe we'll hear who's now 3 cuts to clown face. We're all glad he left the grocery store biz.
We are.
To bring us all a free big guy show like his.
I like it.
It's not a fireside chat. It's Jeffy here to chew the fat.
Think about it.
Really nice. Thank you, Fury and Energy, for another tasty tune.
Classic. Mm-hmm. Classic. I see where Donald Trump has been listening to this show. He told Kick streamer Aiden Ross what they, that would be us here on Pat Gray Unleashed, say.
Mm-hmm.
This would be,
and it goes a little something.
This would be the video.
Like this. This is where you would play
he's
that.
turned to a liberal, actually. They say he's the son of Fidel Castro, and could be. I mean, anything's possible in this world, you know?
That's what they say. And, of course, all the articles are sure to mention the Canadian government has denied this story.
Of course they're going to.
I know. And Trudeau's parents claimed they never visited Cuba until after he was born.
Okay.
My favorite was, the comment could insult a critical national ally.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to insult Canada.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
What if they don't send their curling team south anymore?
Oh, no.
Who would we play in curling?
No.
I don't know. Does Mexico have a curling team? I don't know. So
why do you want to do that?
I know, you don't want to
why
do
you want
that.
to drag curling into this?
And I see where Aiden actually gifted Trump a Cybertruck as well with the special wrap.
All right, well,
I guess this is how you get an interview.
Yeah, I can. Wow. You can't miss it.
That's an Elon.
It is an Elon.
Wow.
Shout out to Mr. Musk.
That's beautiful. Hey, that is beautiful.
Am I going to close the door really quick? Just I want to show the wrap.
Oh, you got a Cybertruck?
Check out this wrap. Let me know your honest thoughts.
I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible.
Go to the front?
I mean, that's It's got the Make America Great Again on the front.
Cool.
I guess that's how you get an interview.
I will disagree that Cybertrucks are beautiful. They're not.
And they rust easily.
Yeah. I don't.
Do
you like the look of them?
They're okay.
Heck yeah.
They're bizarre.
I see they're
bizarre.
I see more and more on the road.
I know. I've seen quite a few.
I'm starting to, they're starting to grow on me a little bit. But
Well, because now you can resell them. Because before you were not allowed to resell them, and Elon was like, "Okay."
What do you mean you're not allowed to?
You weren't allowed to resell them, and if you did, you were banned from buying
you couldn't
a
get
Tesla.
That's weird.
It's part of the deal. I see where Donald Trump announced yesterday that he's doing a big interview with Elon next Monday, though.
Okay.
Of course, I'm sure that will be on X. Stay tuned for more details, so you have that to
I'm
look
guessing
forward
a few
to.
people will watch that.
Just a few people.
Yes, there'll be
over 7. My guess is, watch if this. See if this is not true.
Are you going?
Over 7 people will watch that interview.
You're taking the over on that?
I was going to say, willing to put money on it.
Okay.
Yes.
What time does that? Is that Monday?
It's Monday night sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, they did not give a.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was night. I'm going to go 5 then. Over 5.
Now you're questioning. Okay.
Yeah.
The bet's already been made. I don't know. We're not
So
fluctuating.
you're going to hold me to over 7?
Over 7.
All right.
Yes.
All right. That makes it tougher, but I'll stick with it.
A quick joke coming true update. The Starliner Calypso, now in space 60-plus days and counting. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams still stuck at the ISS. NASA and Boeing leadership have publicly characterized the extensions as data gathering exercise. But the NASA management all weekend, I read stories about, maybe we should just return the astronauts on board Boeing's misfiring Starliner capsule and send back the spacecraft empty, and then we'll let SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft bring them back. So, I mean, it's actually going to happen. The next Crew Dragon mission to the ISS is set for the 18th of this month. So that's probably when they're going to come back on that flight, on that trip, and they'll send the Boeing back. And so if something bad happens, they can say, "Whew, good. We're fortunate we didn't have our astronauts on it." And if it comes back, lands on Earth, okay, good. With more data gathering information, right? So it's actually going to happen. It's amazing to me. It is. They are doing everything they can not to have that happen.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to. So, all right. Good. Have fun. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get them back. I mean, holy cow. I mean, they went up there to do a quick, 6 or 7 days. And then now they've been up there for 60-plus days.
Yeah.
I mean, the cleaning should be done. The trash should be picked up. Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
I would like to know how much is that overtime pay.
Well, they said that Boeing has comfortably breezed past $1 billion of losses because of this.
What, just this?
They said that risk remains that we may record additional losses in future periods because of this Starliner debacle.
Jeez. That's crazy.
It sure is. It's a lot of money. Now they've got a new guy in charge over there at Boeing now, so everything will be fine.
Good.
Don't worry about it.
Good.
Today's Chewing the Fat segment brought to you by Kexi Cookies. Enjoy Kexi Cookies. Go to the website, Kexi.com. Order the best cookies on the planet. Not off the planet yet.
And that coffee cake cookie, I'm telling you, it is delicious. It has quickly ascended to my top 3. My top 3 are probably, I like the salted caramel.
Yeah, that's number 1.
The Texas sheet cake for me. And then probably third is this sheet cake thing with the
coffee cake,
cinnamon top.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it was good.
And right now, 15% off. You don't have to enter any promo code, none of that. Just to check out, it'll automatically happen. You get 15% off at Kexi.com. Kexi.
And it goes right to your door. They don't throw it in the yard. So, I mean, that's a bonus.
Right.
It's a bonus.
Exactly.
Kexi.com. The Demon of Screaming is no more.
Demon of Screaming.
The Demon of Screaming is no more. No, he didn't die. But Steven Tyler, 76 now, announced he injured his vocal cords last September during a show during their Peace Out Farewell tour. And he said originally that, hey, we're going to get back, we're going to postpone a few shows and we're going to get back. Nope.
They're not.
His voice has been permanently damaged by vocal cord injury.
That's too
and they
bad.
are no longer going to tour.
I really like Aerosmith.
So they spent months working on his voice, and we've seen him struggling best medical team on his side. It's clear the full recovery is not possible. We made a heartbreaking and difficult but necessary decision. As a band of brothers, we retire from the touring stage.
Ah!
I know. Well, dry your eyes.
Seriously, one of the best rock bands of all time.
Yeah.
And they were
for
just
my money.
hitting their stride in their 70s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
exactly.
They're not going to tour anymore, at least until they find the virtual avatars that are perfect for them, and then they'll be back on tour again.
Well, go to an Aerosmith cover band, and you'll find somebody who sounds exactly like him. That's what
I mean.
Journey did. That's what Foreigner did. Why not Aerosmith?
Yeah.
In excess.
Let's do it.
In excess. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they all did it. We have 19 days, I think, in about 19 days until college football. We have 29 days until NFL, which is good. And we still have a few more days left in the Olympics. I was looking as we speak now.
Yeah, we're number one.
We are number one. 86 total medals.
Yep.
And we are number one in gold as well.
Yep, 24.
Yes, we have a total of 24 as we speak.
China
right
22
now.
and
Correct.
59 overall. So we're crushing them. Crushing
60.
them.
China has 60.
Oh, they must have just won another one.
Just got another one, yeah.
Bastards.
I know. And we still have, we got 2 basketball golds coming.
Yeah,
for sure.
Almost for sure.
Yeah.
They destroyed Brazil yesterday.
Yeah.
The U.S. men beat them by, I don't know, 30-something.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And the women have been, unbeatable.
Dominant.
So
Mm-hmm.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that NBC is touting their ratings as being good, and they're thanking Snoop Dogg for that, for boosting their ratings. Okay, sure. Snoop Dogg is the one that's bringing the ratings. No problem. And there's been some great events. I really started watching them this weekend, and it was so much fun.
I love it.
They're these men and women are the best in the world at what they're doing. It's so awesome to see them. My favorite was at least there's several, but we have the Noah Wiles and the 100-meter
so great.
race.
That was the closest race of
ever
all time.
History. 0.005 seconds. And when you see the breakout of the stage by stage,
it's like 5,000ths of a second he won by.
This is the slow motion pick of the
watch
ending.
this.
But
now you see the Jamaican's foot cross first.
Not on the ground though.
However, it's the chest they count.
Yeah.
And Noah leaned
the head and the
his
chest,
across, and that's how he won.
When you look at did I not send in the stage by stage race photo? No, why would they do that? We don't have that. We have just the slow motion vid. Okay, because there's a
what?
I can show you on my phone. Okay. There's a picture of the race stage by stage. How close they were through the whole thing. Well, it was awesome.
Noah was like last at the beginning, the first 25 or 50 meters or so.
It was awesome.
He was last, but he's got that top end speed that just it's the fastest. He's the fastest in the world.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just great stuff.
We did have the one gold taken away from the swimmer.
An American?
Yeah, she made a wrong turn. She turned wrong.
Really?
She turned too early.
That sucks.
And she was out of the breaststroke, I think, turning too early. And the judges were like, "Ooh, no, that's wrong. No, we can't do that."
Did you also see in the women's gymnastics competition on the floor exercise, Simone Biles got the silver in that, the Brazilian
got the gold, right?
Andrade won it.
We got the bronze though because
but she was like 4th or 5th.
Yeah,
she was 4th.
Fourth.
And then so she was bummed that she lost. The other girl was celebrating.
Already celebrating.
A few minutes later, nope, she wins the bronze. The other person is
because the
now
USA
crying.
Complained.
Yeah. The coach went to him and said, "Hey, you didn't count.
You judged that
some
wrong.
move that she did.
Yeah, you judged that wrong." And they said, "You know what?
You're right.
We did."
So she got the bronze. A little bit controversial there,
a little bit,
but.
And they made a big deal about that being the first ever all black podium for the gymnastics.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't know the Brazil girl was. I put sure, whatever. I guess they all stood on the same podium in the World Championships, but not in the Olympics. So
okay,
record-breaking. Either way, record-breaking.
And for Americans to get a break, it's about time. It used to be the other way around, where the Soviet bloc would always get the benefit of a doubt, and then the judges would stop and change something, and then all of a sudden, sorry, you guys lost. Never mind. And that used to happen to us all the time.
Yes, it did.
Every Olympics.
Yes, it did.
So this is a little fair play.
Because the Eastern Bloc would always complain.
Right. Yep.
I mean, maybe we learned.
And they were in the bag for him.
Well, I mean, at least just enough. All right, I don't want to hear from him anymore. Fine. Mm-hmm. You know what? Mm-hmm. You're right. You did that extra skip. We give you the point.
Well, and then you've got the world-famous basketball game in '72 where we lost the gold for the first time to the Russians, where they replayed the last few seconds over and over. It's like, okay, let's just keep playing this game until the Russians win. That's what it was like. Like, wait, what?
And they did.
Yeah.
And they did. And, hey, did I mention quickly, Disney is raising their prices on its streaming platforms. Starting mid-October, most plans for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus will cost $1 to $2 more per month, and the most expensive plans for Hulu, which include live TV,
can we stop with the price
will
increase?
Cost $6 more per month.
Can we stop?
I hope so. I'll give you all their bundle breakdowns and other plans on Chewing the Fat today. Please subscribe to my daily show, Chewing the Fat, available
what do I have to
wherever
pay for
you
that? How much do I
listen
have to
your podcast. Rate and review where
$10
possible.
a month, something like that.
Chewing the Fat
15
with Jeff Fisher. Unlike Disney, I am not raising my prices. All right?
Wow. Thank you, Jeffy. Thank you.
In fact, subscribe today.
Yeah.
For nothing.
Wow.
It's free. Free of charge.
For what? Like a trial period, like a week.
As long as I can keep it free, it'll be free.
Wow, nice.
So,
all right. No retroactive price increase.
I can't promise that.
Really?
I can't.
You can't promise that?
I can't promise that.
All right.
I
That's
wish
too
I
bad.
could, but
too bad.
I can't.
All righty.
So are we going to seriously go the hour without asking Keith why? I mean, are you going
that's a good point. I keep meaning to do that.
Are you going in front of a judge today? Is there?
We're in a tie.
For a loan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I have a died suddenly funeral to go to after the show.
Oh, no, really?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
that wasn't a fun answer.
No, it wasn't.
You guys could have asked me off the air. But
should have done that. Yeah. If you don't know the answer to the question, don't ask.
I don't care, though. See, the problem is I don't care.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
How'd they die?
A 57-year-old. Why are we talking about this? I've got the.
You brought it up.
I didn't bring jack crap up.
All right, more coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
With some tweets, uncontested too. Tweets, what is the deal with Kamala and staged phone calls? Good question.
Right.
Because they did the Obama thing too, which was agonizing.
Because everything about the left, as they try to present themselves, is fake.
Fake and phony.
Their hatred for America is genuine and real. Their communism is real. But when they have to present themselves... and have to, they can't pull it off.
Dan the man, no one knew who she was going to pick for VP until the phone call was made. I'd like to see the footage of Shapiro and Kelly receiving the news when she didn't call. Yeah, that would be fun. From Hoots, the only thing Kamala and Walz video phone call missed was Pocahontas showing up, asking anyone if they want a beer. These people are the definition of authentic, aren't they, though?
Yes, they are.
From bad engineer to a party that's dedicated to the destruction of the family, J.D. Vance would seem weird. Celebrate my wrath. So far, all she has said is good evening and we're not going back. What a great orator she is. OG Thor. Mind your own business unless BLM wants to burn it down. Then Kamala and Tim will bail them out.
Oh, yeah. They will. And then the wife has said how she left her windows open.
Oh, we've got that.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, you just can't let the stuff simmer today.
Yeah, will you just relax?
Stop jumping the gun, bro.
Jeez. Calm down.
I mean, what is...
Hold on a sec. I'm going to get me a beer.
There you go. High Plains Stranger, Cybertrucks look like something from a low-budget 80s sci-fi movie starring Peter Weller. To each their own.
Looks like something I drew in 3rd grade, but I love it.
Yeah.
People do. I mean, people gather around them. There was one in my neighborhood a few weeks ago, and everybody in the neighborhood was over there checking it out. It's like, whoa, look at that thing.
I'm sure you were the first in line.
Oh, sure I was.
Be in the neighborhood.
Of course I was.
You probably started
exactly.
Started the whole thing. Hey, what's Pat doing over there?
Yeah.
Hey, hey, everybody, gather around the Cybertruck. Let's talk about it. As we get back to getting to know Tim Walz, here he is talking about, this is great stuff. I think you're going to love this.
Okay, all right. Well,
talking about being a good neighbor.
Oh, good. That's nice.
But we can get out there, reach out, make the case. And for one thing, don't ever shy away from our progressive values.
Don't shy away from
one person's socialism is another person's neighborliness.
One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness.
Wow.
Huh.
Don't shy away.
No. He's a socialist. He's fine with it.
And like a good neighbor, communism
Tim Walz is there. Yeah. Unreal. He's an unabashed socialist.
Yeah.
Play that again. Just let that soak in a little bit.
But we can get out there, reach out, make the case. And for one thing, don't ever shy away from our progressive values. One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness.
Jeez. Excuse me? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Did you say the quiet part out loud there? You might want to talk to the rest of your party, Tim. They don't usually do that. They do shy away from who they are. But that's interesting. Maybe, they think they're too far down the road. We can't do anything about it now. We've been so conditioned with their cries of democracy when really what they mean is democratic socialism. And so they've gotten us used to that term. So now they're free to just
move on.
Say it. Let's just spill it out. Let's just show who we are. Don't shy away from it. We're socialists. You know why? Because socialism it's about taking care of your neighbor. That's what it is.
It's neighborly.
And it's not. It's about the government not doing that, but pretending to. Unbelievable. These people are evil. They're just evil. Let's call them what they are. He also had this to say, which was absolutely beautiful.
Things that they would ban. And so once again, I keep talking about this idea. You're right. These guys are the anti-freedoms. I grew up in a small town.
Talking about Republicans, we're the anti-freedoms. Okay. Name one freedom that Republicans are... Okay, they can name one that is supposedly a freedom. Murdering babies. That's a freedom they must have.
Women's rights.
They gotta have the freedom to murder babies.
400 people, 24 kids in the class, 12 cousins. And I hear J.D. Vance trying to talk about what a small town is. There's one golden rule in a small town. Those of you who are from a small town, mind your own damn business. We don't need it. I don't know who's asking for this crazy stuff that they're pushing.
Who's asking for this crazy stuff they're pushing?
Asking to ban birth control.
No one. I mean, tell me the person in the Republican Party or on the right that is asking or pushing to ban birth control.
Cory Gardner banned birth control.
Yeah, except he didn't.
Thank you.
He didn't, and he never said anything about banning birth control. He didn't want to ban birth control.
They just said it.
I know. Well, they just say a lot of things.
I know.
That just aren't true. Who is advocating for banning birth control? No one! I love how they just manufacture these problems that are supposedly coming from the right. Nobody is saying that.
Yeah, they constantly do that, absolutely. In addition to the complete and total hypocrisy of this guy constantly saying things like, mind your own business, and in what was one of the most COVID restrictive states during the lockdowns
Minnesota.
and all this stuff. I mean,
Minnesota.
Stop it. It's snitch line. We just played the clip from it. If you see a neighbor that dares leave their house, here's the number to call.
And this is the same. So we play one clip where he's telling you to get out there and preach your socialism as being neighborly, right? And the next clip we hear, mind your own business.
Yeah, right. Right.
Which is it, Tim?
Which is They want to have it both ways on everything.
Which, by the way, the COVID thing, he had a higher rate of nursing home deaths than even Andrew Cuomo in New York, Minnesota.
Wow.
Good job.
That's amazing.
Boy, you are a good governor.
And the freedoms. They want to mind your own business. Don't get into my business. What about guns? You certainly want to take my guns from me.
Sure do.
You can't, because as I've mentioned many times before, I lost my guns in some sort of boating accident on a body of water. I can't remember which body of water it was. Could have been a lake.
That's pretty traumatic. How would you not remember?
A stream.
Was it in Minnesota? I mean, it's the land
ocean.
The land of lakes.
I don't know. I forget where it was. But yeah, they're at the bottom of that body of water somewhere. So don't come try to take them from me, because I don't have them anymore. But
they're still going to come.
But guns, they want to take SUVs away from us. They want to limit our choice in vehicles. But don't tell them what to do with babies, because they must have the right to kill them. That's agonizing. But he had more.
Who's asking to raise the price of insulin? I'm Allegiant.
No one. Again, another manufactured weird
In fact, your guy
issue.
raised the prices so he could lower it again and promote that he lowered them.
After Trump lowered that price, then Biden raised it back, and then there was outcry, and so he lowered it again, and then takes credit for lowering it.
Club member, and none of the dudes there are asking to cut veterans benefits like Project 2025 does.
I'm sorry. Who? Project 25 is not running for president. Okay? The Heritage Foundation is not running for president. And do they ask to cut veterans benefits? I can't even imagine that.
I honestly, I don't know. I have not read the entirety of 2025.
I haven't either. But Trump has distanced himself from it over and over and over again. He doesn't subscribe to Project 25. He hasn't committed to it.
Nope.
To the point that the guy who made the 2025 stepped down from the committee and said, okay, I'm out.
Jeez. I mean, it's amazing. Now, you could pick and choose if you want to use some of the suggestions in Project 25. You could do that, but nobody's bound to it.
Right.
So, look, that's not where folks are at. I represented a rural district. Donald Trump won it by 15 points in 2016 when I won. Those are folks that want a fair shot. We need to point out to this. The reason rural America hurts is because robber barons like these guys have come in there. These are the guys that take money out of our public schools for private schools to give vouchers to people who are already going to private school. They undermine the basic social safety net that makes this country great.
No, not so far.
When I hear you on here, I heard Josh talking about hope.
I can't take it. I can't listen to him anymore. He is quickly becoming one of my least favorite people on this planet.
That's because Joe's not around.
He's not right. That's true. That's true. He's taking the place of Joe.
Disappeared.
Wow. I mean, I dislike him already with all the intensity of a trillion white hot burning suns. I'm not up to the 10 trillion with Joe Biden, but a trillion white hot burning suns. That's the dislike and distaste I feel for Tim Walz. He also made sure the Minnesota state flag was changed.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, ready. Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Oh, again,
so natural.
Fake.
Yeah, so natural.
Oh, look, Somalia moving in, literally and figuratively. There you go.
Nice job, Tim.
There, that's better.
No, it's really not, but...
Well, I don't like him.
Whatever.
Are you down the Don't Like Him road already, too?
I think I'm there, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my.
It was the flag that did it for me, though.
Okay.
It wasn't all this other crazy stuff. He sucks.
Later, we might get to a short piece of news about how Tim Walz left his unit when they got assigned to Iraq. Yeah. He's a great guy. I mean, clearly a great guy. I know.
Hey, badmouthed the National Guard, too, during the George Floyd riots, too, right? I mean, he talked about how they, in that story, I'm sure they reported, but in that story, he called, I don't think the mayor knew what he was asking for to bring in the National Guard. They're just a bunch of young 19-year-old
that's right.
19-year-old cooks.
Cooks. Yeah.
Cooks.
19-year-old cooks.
That's what the National Guard is. They were just 19-year-old cooks. I don't think the mayor knew what he was asking for. Oh, okay. Aren't you a National Guard guy?
Wow. Also, let's not forget what Minneapolis looked like during the BLM riots in the summer of 2020.
Yeah.
Here's a little peek.
You don't want anybody protecting your city.
Mostly peaceful.
Mostly.
As you can see. Oh, the smoke's still billowing from the fires that raged. Broken windows.
That.
Lovely. Wow. Lovely. Look at that.
Yeah.
Fire's still burning.
Good leadership.
Oh, my
Good leadership.
Gosh.
There in Minnesota.
Mostly peaceful. Completely burned down building. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Welcome to Minneapolis.
No kidding.
That's beautiful.
All these businesses just looted and gone. Wow.
It's a beautiful city, too.
Yeah.
But look what happened to it under his watch. That's great. That's great, Tim. Yeah, this is what we want for America.
We're well on our way.
Look at that. Holy cow.
We are well on our way with...
And here's the First Lady of Minnesota, Tim Walz's wife, Gwen, telling how she felt during those post-George Floyd riots of 2020.
I would say those first days, when there were riots, I could smell the burning tires. And that was a very real thing. And I kept the windows open for as long as I could because I felt like that was such a touchstone of what was happening.
You want to smell the burning tires as long as you can.
Wow, the white guilt. I just can't.
How weird is that? You talk about weird people. Oh, my God. Wow, it doesn't get any weirder than that.
I wanted to experience all the feelings.
Behind my gate, my gated house.
I can open my window, but I can't open the gate.
Yeah,
what I did was I broke my windows in solidarity. So I broke out my windows.
She did not
wanted
say
to
that.
experience
No.
that.
She had the help open the window.
Or fix it.
Thank you.
Then I set fire to my couch in the living room because I wanted to experience that. And there was a certain, I don't know, je ne sais quoi to the whole event.
We haven't even talked about the speeding ticket that Tim Walz got while driving.
In your neck of the woods, right?
While driving under the influence?
Yeah, in western Nebraska. He got a .128. And he was going 90-something in a 55.
Yeah.
And when was that? How long ago was that?
It was a long time ago.
30 years ago.
It was a long time
3 years ago?
30.
Oh, 30 years ago.
So
Plus, it's Nebraska. I mean,
look, I'm with Jeffy on this one, where I got pulled over about the same time he did for going 105 in a 55. But I wasn't drunk, okay? That's a little bit of a different thing.
That's a different
It's a slightly
kind of
different
situation?
I'll give you that the drinking may have been an issue.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's Nebraska. There's nobody driving.
It's western
on those
Nebraska.
roads.
There's a lot of room out there.
There is a lot of room out there, yes.
But I don't think driving drunk is excusable anywhere.
I know every road isn't completely straight because of the topography. I got it. But there's nobody out there.
That's fair.
That used to be the discussion in Montana. It's such a big state.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a speed limit.
That's just silly.
And there wasn't for a really long time till the federal government forced the issue.
Can you believe, though, it was 55?
Right.
Not that long ago. As the maximum you could go anywhere in America.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
55.
That was really
You might as well be going 20 miles an hour. In Texas, we can't do it.
55.
I'm sorry.
No. 55 to exit ramp.
That's your
barely
neighborhood.
doing 55 in a school zone.
And by the way, I want to tell you something. You talked about where you got your ticket.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I made a point of looking at that off-ramp and the road that you're going onto, that you're merging onto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the off-ramp, they say, is 35 there, which is impossible to do because you're already doing 70 to 75.
Yep.
And the road you're merging onto is 45.
Yeah.
So I think that's an impossible ticket. I'm sorry, they can't write that.
You go to court,
yes, absolutely. You should absolutely fight that, and you've already paid it, so I'll move on.
Did he really?
Absolutely. I know he has. I can feel it.
Oh, Pat.
How can you feel that?
I could just know you.
Pat, you should have fought that.
Huh.
I'm with your legal counsel on this one, Jeff Fisher, attorney at law.
All right. There's a silent health threat that affects 1 in 3 Americans. It's an overworked, sluggish liver that affects your weight, your energy levels, your clear thinking, productivity, and even sleep, too. Our livers are getting bombarded every day with GMOs, microplastics, toxins, fluoride, and all this stuff that you might not even know about. So if you, your husband, your brother, your friend feels sluggish, drained, and can't seem to get rid of those few extra pounds, let me recommend trying the Liver Health Formula and see if the benefits work for you in your life. It's a premium supplement designed with 11 clinically proven botanicals to support and detoxify your liver. Helps you feel revitalized and ready to conquer every single day. They've already helped more than 2 million people. Just listen to Mr. Harrington's testimonial, who shared his transformative journey. He says, "At first, I was skeptical, but the health improvement has been nothing short of amazing. The tired, foggy feeling I had is gone. I have more energy for a longer duration. Also, the service and delivery is always prompt. Of course, results are not typical. Thus, you have to see for yourself how this is going to work for you. There's an exclusive deal for my listeners, though. You can try Liver Health Formula, and as a special offer, also receive free 1-month supply of nano-powered omega-3s with your order. Try Liver Health Formula by going to getliverhelp.com/Pat and get your free bonus gift as well. Getliverhelp.com/Pat.
Ribbit. Pat Gray Unleashed. Missed an episode? Catch up anytime, anywhere podcasts are found. Pat Gray will be right back.
Wasn't bad enough to have Marxist Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket. They also had to get a Marxist for the underside of the ticket, which is great. Tim Walz.
The ugly underbelly.
And today we're
getting to know you.
Tim Walz. All about you.
I got to tell you, you've almost convinced me that he's not a nice guy.
What?
Really? That he's a bad person. Yeah.
That didn't take very much time.
I mean, we've been getting to know him, man.
But did you hear this?
Don't ever shy away from our progressive values. Mm-hmm. One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness.
Right?
See?
Right?
These people suck.
It's incredible.
And don't forget about those small town values too. Mind your own business.
Right.
Wait.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy talk. But J.D. Vance is the weird one. Mm-hmm. Don't forget that. J.D. Vance is weird. He's just plain weird. He's a weirdo.
They just keep saying it. It's so amazing to me.
While they
just
show
saying it.
Their unbelievable weirdness.
Oh yeah, can we put up the picture of his trans advisor? Look at that.
Oh, that's not weird at all.
No, that's not weird at all.
You're trying to use that as an example of weirdness?
Yeah, Tim Walz signed into law making Minnesota a trans refuge state.
Oh, good. Look how beautiful she is.
Right, well, that's
lovely. She's lovely.
It's not about that.
Yeah. It's not about that, but I just couldn't help but notice how lovely she is.
Every fingernail is a different color. That's pretty hip, too. Look at that.
Look at that.
A rainbow of flavors.
That's really cool, and she is hot.
And Tim Walz also earned the nickname Tampon Tim for putting tampons in bathrooms,
in men's
schools.
restrooms.
Kids, I mean, I think as young as 4 years old.
It's hilarious,
and it's a law. I mean,
I mean, to be honest, tampons actually serve a purpose. I don't know that Tim does.
Yeah, but again, to reiterate, J.D. Vance is the weird.
He's the weird one.
Yeah, he's the weird one.
Very weird. Yeah. He's just weird. You know, he believes in God. Do you know that? Wow, that's just weird. What American believes in God? Weird.
And he actually went
becoming less satire with each passing day.
I know. I know.
With you.
Back to Tim Walz's wife, Gwen, who's lovely. We've noticed that as well already.
Yes.
Here she
looks
is.
a lot like the trans.
What?
Looks similar.
She's not quite
to
that beautiful.
Have they been in the same place
I
at
don't
the
know.
same time?
But here's his wife talking about repeat offenders and how they should be treated.
Having a chance every day. Like, how many chances do you get?
Back off the camera there, hon.
My answer to that is
What's your
as
answer?
many chances as you need,
There you go. Okay.
which doesn't really please
That's
those
her
law and order people.
Doesn't please the law and order people, because heaven forbid you have a criminal locked away.
What? How weird when people want law and order.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
weird.
weird.
It's just weird.
That's like J.D. Vance. He's a weirdo who wants law and order.
Plus, back off from the camera, weirdo.
Yeah, get back to where you once belonged. Not in front of the camera. Would you please?
Thank you.
Ugh. Close advisor to Tim Walz.
Oh yeah, we showed that there. Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
you're talking about that's the trans
that's
person.
That's fun.
See,
But,
you
they
can't
got
tell
a
the
new
difference.
holiday in
You
Minnesota
can't tell
that
the
Tim
difference
Walz
whether
brought.
it's
You
his
want to
wife
see
or the
that
trans advisor.
declaration?
Okay. The new holiday.
Hi, Minnesota, and welcome to Minnesota, First Lady Michelle Obama.
We're super excited to have you here. We are so grateful for everything that you've done for children, for families, for women, and
embarrassing.
especially for women of color.
That's why, because of all the work you've done,
He's
we
good.
are happy as Governor and
good.
Lieutenant Governor of the state of Minnesota
Uh-huh.
to proclaim March 13th, 2019, Michelle Obama Day across the state of Minnesota.
Happy Michelle Obama Day.
Happy Michelle
Thank you, First
Obama
Lady.
Day. How good is that, huh?
Wow. Wow.
It's a holiday
Wow.
for Big Mike.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have a problem. Whatever. I mean, I guess Michelle was in town. Is that where she shot her Target video because she had a deal with Target?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the
obviously
headquarters.
That's our headquarters. So she was probably in town for
Could
that.
be.
Yeah.
But man, that J.D. Vance, he's weird. He's weird, isn't he?
He is.
Have you noticed
He is.
how weird he is?
I mean, I don't even know how many takes that took, and that was terrible.
So bad. Wow. Thank you, Kamala, for choosing this guy. You've just given us a clear path to victory.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
And welcome. Great to have you with us. By the way, if you missed it, United States, not just number one in overall medals now, number one in gold medals, too. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing, like China, one gold medal ahead of us, 25 or 30 medals behind us overall, and they get listed in first place. Come on.
Oh, I know.
One gold does not equal 25 silver and bronze. Come on. But we've got the gold lead now as well.
Yeah, we have 24 total golds, 31 silver, 31 bronze.
For a total of 86?
Yes.
Still? Okay. Yeah. And they have 22
gold.
22 gold.
And a total of 60 overall. Yeah, I mean, we're crushing.
What about Puerto Rico? Can you give me an update on that?
Give us an update on
I can't.
Puerto Rico.
Let's see.
Puerto Rico
Puerto
right
Rico's
now.
still at 0.
Keep scrolling
but
down.
They're still at 0?
But we moved to the next level.
Oh, you moved up?
Yep, we're in the semifinals for the women 400.
Oh.
We moved on we qualified for the men's high jump.
Oh.
And then we
you know what that
completed
means.
we completed round 1 of the 100-meter hurdles. And currently we're on heading to the heat 4 of the skateboarding. So
I love
which
heat
is happening.
4 of
You got a shot at skateboarding, probably.
We got a shot at skateboarding at 8:04 a.m.
8:04.
Nice.
All right. Is that Central Time? Or did it already happen?
No, it's Central Time.
Okay.
So,
all right. Looking forward to the Puerto Rican strive for gold. I can't wait.
Looking forward to that Wheaties box.
I mean, they're striving for a medal.
I was going to say, I don't care what color the medal is. Just give me one.
Could be aluminum.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll take the aluminum
take it.
medal.
I'll take
whatever.
it. Yes.
Velcro. I don't care. Doesn't even have to be made of metal.
No,
I don't care.
Just give me a patch.
Just call it a medal.
It's interesting, though. There's some really big countries. Egypt, for instance. I think they have Do they even have one? I think they have one medal.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries that have one. Yeah.
It's a country of, is it 111 million or something? It's a lot. They have a lot of people in that country. One medal
bronze.
is all you can do?
One bronze.
And it's bronze.
They've got camels to raise.
Well, that's true. Yeah. They don't have time for
silly games.
Stupid pursuits of meaningless activities. There's no time for that for them. All right, so there's already a new anti-Kamala Harris Tim Walz ad, which is good. Was this done by the Trump people or some super PAC? Do we know?
I don't know. It was done within 5 minutes of the announcement, though.
Okay, here it is.
Driver's licenses for illegals, transgender surgeries for our kids, BLM riots in our streets. This was Kamala Harris's first decision as a presidential candidate. Kamala is dangerously liberal. We just can't trust her.
Boom.
Why don't we have that?
What's your problem?
They should be in their own words. They should be having.
Well, it was only was that even 30? I don't know if that was even 30. They didn't have a lot of time.
Give them a moment.
That was 15 seconds.
You know?
15. Chill. That's what I thought.
The thing was
15.
released within 5 minutes of the announcement,
which is pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Jeffy's not pleased.
There hasn't been any audio of Kamala or Tim out there anywhere.
But you can't.
They played a bunch of
it. Jam that in 15 seconds.
Let me explain it to you this way, Jeffy. They probably had about 5 or 6 ads with Josh Shapiro stuff.
Yes,
and then
of course they did.
Crap.
Yes.
Oh, it's Tim Walz.
Yeah.
What do we got on him? I don't know. Just say some stuff.
They had 6 ads with
I'd like to see
Shapiro.
Those. I'd like to see those.
They had,
she picked a Jew.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do that. Okay. Our side's not doing that.
No, that would be from the left super PAC. That would have been like, vote for Jill Stein, the ticket without a Jew on it.
Yep.
Of course, wait, hold on. Jill Stein, hold on.
Wait.
What is she?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
That one.
Then we've got Donald Trump's pick for vice president, that weirdo J.D. Vance, who spoke about Tim Walz yesterday.
I think that you guys have got to do a better job at actually forcing Kamala Harris to answer questions. This is a person who's been the presumptive Democrat nominee for 16 days. She hasn't taken a single real question from a reporter. The American people deserve to get to know the people who want to lead them. And I think it's shameful for Kamala Harris, but increasingly for the media, that she's taking a basement strategy of running from reporters instead of getting in front of them, answering tough questions about her record, and letting the American people know who she is. President Trump and I take hostile questions, we take non-hostile questions, we get out there and talk to people because we respect the American people enough to want to persuade them and not to try to run from them. So I think you guys got to do a better job. That's my humble opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was.
Governor Walz reached out to one another. I know when you were you're going to be. You guys have reached out.
I actually, on the way to the flight in Cincinnati, I guess in northern Kentucky, I actually called Tim Walz. I left a voicemail. I didn't get him, but I just said, "Look, congratulations. Look forward to a robust conversation and enjoy the ride. And maybe he'll call me back. Maybe he won't."
He's weird. That's just weird.
I thought that was pretty nice of him.
Did you? No, that's weird.
That's weird.
That's weird that he called the opposition. That's just weird.
Congratulations.
He's a
look
weirdo.
Forward to weird.
Weirdo. Did you see that beard? Weird beard too. That's weird.
What's wrong with beards?
They're
it's
weird.
JD. What does that stand for? Just weird. Dumb. That's weird.
Just dumb. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
Just dumb.
Who goes by their initials? Weird.
It stands for just dumb.
Yeah.
Just dumb Vance. That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just weird.
It is.
Okay. I'm glad we established that because the guy's weird, right? Have you noticed it?
Hillbillies.
Yeah, he's a hillbilly. Hillbillies are weird. And admitting you're a hillbilly, that's weird.
Right.
That's weird. He's also noticed that Kamala Harris hasn't answered. Well, yeah, he mentioned that already.
Yeah.
But that hasn't moved big-time celebrities or has-beens like Ben Stiller. When was the last movie? What was the last movie Ben Stiller did? Is he even...
Meet the Parents?
Is he still alive? Meet the Parents? What was that, 10 years ago?
Alive.
I mean, he has a good cameo in a...
He is still alive, yeah.
Okay.
He has a good cameo in a music video that I like,
does,
you know? So,
yeah.
Travis.
Oh, what's the...
The band Travis.
Okay. Is it recent or?
No, it's like 20 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The man has fallen off the planet.
Yeah, he most definitely has.
But apparently he's on board with Kamala. So
I just want to let you know I'm going to match your $150,000 donation. Everybody's got to get out and vote, donate.
donation.
And she's also a historic candidate. It's going to be the first woman president. And that's incredibly exciting. And,
incredibly,
she's Indian, she's black, she's everything. You can be more than one thing. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Jewish and Irish.
Happening.
I wish I was black. Every white Jewish guy wishes he was black.
What is
weird?
It's just get out there and vote
weird.
And donate and take advantage. This is such an important time right
For
now.
real,
And
that's weird.
This wave of energy that's happening, we got to keep going with it. So please do everything you can.
Comics for Kamala.
So we got white dudes for Kamala, comics for Kamala, comics open mic for Kamala,
crazies for Kamala. I think he qualifies for that.
Weirdos for Walz.
Man. Wow, that is weird. This is why they've attached that to J.D. Vance, because they've got so much weirdness on their side that they decided, you know what, let's use that to our advantage. We'll just pin it to them, like they do with everything else. Right?
So that event raised $530,000 for her campaign.
Wow.
But wasn't 300,000 of that 150 from Ben and 150 from the other guy?
Yeah.
Who was the other guy?
I don't remember, but I mean they had Tiffany Haddish and John Stamos.
Oh, John Stamos.
John Stamos
was on there. Margaret Cho, Ed Helms, Patton Oswalt, Keegan Michael Key, Mark Hamill was the
you're making us sick now.
Ken Jeong stopped by. And that was Paul Mercurio, the comedian that ran the Zoom of comedy.
I don't know who he
his name
is.
comics for
No idea who he is.
Paul Mercurio. He won some awards for writing for The Daily Show.
The Daily Show, yeah.
And he's a
He was one of the
stand-up guy.
300 writers. He went up on stage to get the award.
Yes.
Who can't forget that?
Who can't
I mean,
forget
that was incredible.
Okay.
30-minute show. How many?
30-minute show, like once a week.
Yeah, so like 30 people on stage.
People writing.
So it's like an average of 1 minute per writer. I mean,
Yeah.
what is going on there?
He said he got his start. I was reading about him because I didn't know who he was, and he said he got his start by he was working on Wall Street, and Jay Leno gave a comedy thing for all the executives at this company he was working for, and he goes, I just handed Jay Leno a bunch of jokes, and he used one, and then emailed me back saying, hey, if you got more jokes, send them. So I started making, he paid him like $50 a joke or something, and he goes, I could be a stand-up comic. And
now he is. Wow. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful story.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for telling it.
You're welcome.
Inspiring.
Yeah. I'm all a tingle right now.
I know, me too.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
There's some crazy jokes, Jay. You should read them.
You see this? Did you read about that in the paper today, Kevin? Did you see that? You read about this?
As well.
You see that in the paper today?
Paul Material sent it to me.
Paul sent me a joke, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the joke.
Now do Mike Tyson.
I'm the heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson.
All right, let me tell you about Lumen. It's the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath. It's really cool. You go to the app, and will let you know if you're burning fat or burning carbs, and it gives you tailored guidance to improve your nutritional workouts, your sleep, even stress management. Your metabolism is your body's engine. It's how your body turns the food you eat into fuel that keeps you going. It's going to tell you, all right, am I burning carbs or am I burning fat right now? And what you want to burn is fat, if I'm not mistaken. Usually, right?
Yes,
Unless you want to accumulate the fat, then, you just sort of reverse this a little bit, if that's you. But your metabolism is at the center of everything your body does. Optimal metabolic health translates to a bunch of benefits, including easier weight management, improved energy levels, better fitness results, better sleep, all of that. Lumen, it gives you recommendations to improve your metabolic health. It can also track your cycle as well as the onset of menopause. Jeffy, this is important for you.
Thank you.
As I know. I know you had trouble when you went through menopause many years ago.
The first time.
Right?
Yeah, the first time was a difficult run.
And your cycles have always been difficult for you. I know that.
Messed up. Sweats.
I know that, right.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
So if you want to keep your metabolism healthy through all the hormonal shifts that you have, you need to get Lumen. If you want to take your next step in improving your health, go to Lumen, that's lumen.me/Pat. Lumen.me/Pat. Get 15% off your Lumen. That's lumen.me/Pat for 15% off your purchase. Thanks, Lumen, for sponsoring this episode.
Pat Gray is unleashed.
We got some more clips from Kamala and the wonderful Tim Walz, but first, don't we got a big delivery?
Oh,
yeah, a huge gift box.
Mary Beth,
here.
Mary Beth Long.
I'm anxious to see what Mary Beth sent us because
Draper
looks like a lot of stuff. Has Mary Beth sent us stuff before?
Yeah,
we've gotten stuff from Draper before.
We have.
Thank you, Mary Beth.
Vanilla sea belt.
Oh my gosh!
Salt with caramel. Oh, this caramel looks good, man.
Ooh, throw that over here if you would.
I can't right now. It's stuck right here.
Put it in the box. Bring the box over.
There's also some pecan caramels in here that look really good as well.
You can have those.
Can you toss me that screaming goat thing there?
That's
what a terrible
no.
throw.
See what you did.
Weak.
Terrible.
Which one?
The goat. Yeah, I want to see the little goat there. Give it a toss. Okay.
Does it make noise?
It does, but I don't know. I mean, is this your first time holding a toy?
I don't know. Is it your first time?
Okay, there it is.
That's fun. That's fun.
There it is.
That'll go nicely over here.
But Mary Beth Long, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the big box.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
That
Jeffy just seems to not be able to open up and share with us. I don't know what's happening. He's just kind of slow rolling over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't do it. So
good, thanks.
What is the cereal that's in there?
Oh, it's all sorts of stuff.
There's like 4 or 5 boxes of cereals in there.
Basic 4, Cinnamon Captain Crunch. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my!
Oreos covered in something.
They say Cinnamon Toast Crunch is perfect for people with diabetes.
Yes, they do.
I don't know why, but they
do say that.
Yeah, the sugar in that particular box is apparently helpful.
Healthy. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
It keeps your sugar level down. Because of the cinnamon.
It's the cinnamon that does. Yeah, that's the key.
Yes.
That's the key. So, yeah, good.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Is that a BYU logo on the side of that popcorn there? What is that? Move the thing there. Yeah. Hold that up. No, right there. What a bad idea giving this box to Jeffy.
I know.
That set it in the chair.
Okay, right there. Yep, hold that up.
Oh, the popcorn.
Look at that, huh?
Oh, look at that.
Cougar Crunch.
Cougar
Crunch. Okay.
Ooh.
There's a camera. It's right over here.
The camera's trying to follow you.
I can't. I'm never putting a box there again.
Oh, darn. I dropped it.
That's not my Cougar Crunch.
All right. Again, thanks, Mary Beth. Let's get to the old Kamala clip on inflation.
She's not going to answer questions, and we'll just have to dig up old clips of her talking about the important issues.
And here's one of those issues.
What are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you.
All right.
Well, let's start with this.
Hello?
Prices have gone up.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
Families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
Right.
And we have to understand what that means.
What does it mean?
That's about the cost of living going up.
Okay, thank you for that. I didn't know.
Having to
I didn't know for a minute.
And stretch limited resources.
Okay.
That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level.
On a daily level.
Something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that
So what are you going to do about it, Puddin'?
Very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up,
then
it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people.
This is amazing.
So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously.
Big issue.
And it is a priority, therefore.
Okay.
It's a priority. They take it serious.
You know, yes, it's 60 plus seconds of nonsense.
Word salad.
But I would like to point out that she said that in November of 2021, which shows you how long inflation has been a problem for this just ridiculous administration from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. But
my gosh, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Sure is.
But it's very reminiscent of the word salad with the significance of the passage of time.
Everything she says is
and
like this.
all the rest of those things. Ukraine is a country in Europe.
I will say,
Russia is a bigger country.
I was educated by her earlier this week when we had the clip that she let me know that my information is stored in an actual cloud.
In a cloud, yeah.
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 Above our heads. Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Weird.
Ukraine is a country in Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah. But that just dumped
nailed
Vance.
Yeah, people were tweeting us
He's
pictures.
weird. He's weird.
Tweeting
us pictures of rain.
Of rain?
Well, and it was passwords falling out of the
okay. Oh, yeah.
the sky. You gotta.
Yeah.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there. That's
this.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That is something else right there. You gotta,
What? Biden administration will ban federal government using plastic cutlery to combat climate change.
Well, yes, of course.
You got to fix the climate and whatnot.
You do. We need to change the climate.
I'm surprised this actually hasn't happened already.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, they're going to phase out single-use plastics, such as kitchen cutlery, cups, and straws.
You don't want that stuff hanging around.
Well, we found out from a 9-year-old. People forget this from time to time, but we found out from a 9-year-old that 500 million straws are used and disposed of every day.
Wait a minute. How
every
many?
single day. 500 million per day.
And even if that were true.
Even if that were true, so what? No, I know.
It's our prerogative.
It is not true, of course. I mean, that's ludicrous. That would be trillions of straws.
Yeah, that's why we have the garbage.
Right, that's why.
Garbage patch.
That nobody can find. Yes.
That's correct.
Yes. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. 2.5 times the size of Texas.
Yes.
Or in other words, the size of Alaska. But nobody ever says that.
Can't find it.
And you know why they don't say that? Because nobody knows Alaska is 2.5 times the size of Texas. So it doesn't seem very big. But Texas does. Because everybody knows that everything's big in Texas.
That's right.
Everything. So the garbage patch, while large, is also invisible. Because no one's ever snapped a photo of it, which is weird because you would think if a satellite was looking down on this garbage patch twice the size or 2.5 times the size of Texas, well, you might snap a photo of that and show the world.
The
right? Look at
astronauts
that.
stuck at the ISS are taking pictures of the Earth.
Right.
You'd think they'd zoom in. Oh, there's the garbage patch.
Oh, look at that garbage patch. We're passing it again. Let's snap a photo this time.
Garbage patches are notoriously camera shy.
They are.
There.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So they don't like to.
And this one just happens to be invisible. So
plus the cloud has way too many password storage, so you can't get a good picture of the garbage island.
That's
there you go.
That could be it too. Yeah. But President Biden announced the order that we're going to phase these things out, taking aim at this climate crisis. Back in July, which would require an all-hands-on-deck response from every federal agency. Every single one. The Department of Education, they're on this. The Department of Agriculture is on this.
HUD? Do we have HUD?
HUD is on it.
Absolutely.
HUD's leading the way.
Yes, they are. No, I don't see any HUD executives walking around with a plastic cup of coffee.
No, you don't. Why? Because we're phasing that out.
They better be drinking out of the HUD cups.
The president is committed to taking ambitious actions to end plastic pollution and is calling upon the global community to do the same with the goal to reduce the global production and consumption of virgin plastics.
Wait.
Yeah.
So we want sleazy plastics. Those can stay. The slutty plastic can stay.
That's right.
But no virgin plastic.
I like
That's
that.
correct.
I like that.
Listen, there's plenty of times when we catch plastic cutlery.
Yeah, doing sleazy, slutty stuff.
Taking care of some serious cutlery business.
Right.
Going on.
Thank you.
See what that spoon looks like?
We only have a minute and a half. It's great that you timed it perfectly. Thank you, Jeffy.
What a freaking...
As part of this plan, though, the White House announced a phase-out of single-use plastics. Is Daniel on this, I hope?
Yes.
Answering the telephone?
Yes.
Okay. A phase-out of single-use plastics.
I didn't even realize.
Which includes plastic and polystyrene food and beverage containers, bottles, straws, cups, cutlery, and disposable plastic bags.
So you got
that going.
Yeah. So we have plastic to practice safe business.
We're waiting for a virgin phone call right now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
That's good. So, in other words, I'm sure these government employees will be sure to jump right in the old kitchen and wash their dishes so that the next government employee can come in there and use them.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're just creating jobs because they're going to have do people doing that for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to do it. You think the leader of HUD is going to wash his own dishes? No.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm in charge of the housing and urban development sector of this government. I don't wash my own dishes.
No way.
Exactly. So tomorrow we'll tell you about the virgin phone call that we didn't have time for here, thanks to Jeffy. All right, we'll see you then.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.